What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So the Senior Citizens League, they did a study, and it says that people that started receiving Social Security prior to 2000, they're seeing a loss of about 36% when it comes to buying power. And what they're also saying, because of this loss of 36%, we need to see an increase of about $516 to $517 in order to gain that buying power back. So I'm going to show you guys a clip, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, if you're not getting notifications, let me know in the comments below, and also follow me on Twitter at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you this clip first, and then I'm going to show you an article, and we're going to talk a little bit more. Here we go.
Consumer reports Social Security payments don't go as far as they used to. In fact, buying power has dropped more than a third since 2000, and that's according to the Senior Citizens League. To put that in perspective, seniors would need $517 more a month for their benefits to go as far as they did 23 years ago. Social Security provides annual cost of living increases, but it has not kept up with inflation. Benefits have gone up 78% since 2000, but retirees' average expenses have spiked more than 140%.
Okay, so you saw that loss of 36% that I was talking about. Now, also, what they're saying is the cost of living adjustments every year, it's not keeping up with inflation, and that's why we're seeing that loss of 36%. Now, let me show you this article here, because I think this will really solidify this whole situation that we're in. It says, Social Security cost of living adjustment not enough, report finds. And like I said, the report that they're talking about here is the Senior Citizens League report. So they're going on to say that you would need an additional $516 a month in order to maintain the buying levels of 2000. Okay. So that's where we're getting the number. And when we're looking at the cost of living adjustment, it says here, Social Security cost of living adjustments have raised payments by 78% from January 2020 through February 2023. But the organization says that the price of items typically purchased by seniors have jumped to 141%. So now you see the problem. Now you see why there are a lot of people that are struggling right now when it comes to their Social Security that they're receiving, because it's not doing enough. And that's why you have some politicians that are out there, politicians like Senator Bernie Sanders, that's saying, you know what, we need the $2,400 increase for Social Security. And realistically, if you look at this study, you need even more than the $2,400, because $2,400 would mean an additional $200 per month. But what this study is saying is that you need even more than a $200 raise for Social Security. You need something more in the neighborhood of $500 or $516. So that's the problem. Now, look in there, and they're basically taking the average. So the average back in 2000, the average recipient was receiving about $816. Now they're receiving about $1,453. But when we look at inflation, what would be needed is $1,969. So, and they're looking at some of the areas here, items like eggs, prescription drugs, heating oil, dental care, Medicare Part B. So those are some of the things that they're looking at. Now, these are specific to people who are retired or elderly people. And so they're going to be different. And we've talked about this when it comes to the cost of living adjustment. What they're using is not the best metric. They should be using the CPI for the elderly and not what they're currently using now. But that's something that we can talk about later, because politicians, right now, they don't even know what they're going to do with Social Security. They don't even know how to reform Social Security or how to move forward with the plan to reform Social Security. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing they need to talk about. And then the cost of living adjustments, obviously they're not doing what they're meant to do. And so if they're not doing what they're meant to do, that's why you need to see some type of a change when it comes to the cost of living adjustment, as well as they need to have an increase for Social Security. And then this is more evidence of why you need to have that increase. Now, I've stated this before, when it comes to Social Security, it should offset about 40% of your retirement. And so you still need to have 401k, you still need to have some type of retirement. And even if you only have 40%, that 40% should keep up with inflation. And it's not keeping up with inflation right now. So that's why changes need to be made. So you have politicians that want an increase for Social Security, but you also have politicians that are talking about making cuts to Social Security. And that's where it's really dangerous, because you can only imagine, you're looking at the value here. You need an additional $516. Well, you have some politicians that are saying, you know what, we want to take even more from Social Security. And so you need to be aware of that as well. So I'm just putting this information out here so you guys understand what's going on when it comes to Social Security and why reform is really needed, as well as why they need to expand Social Security, provide some type of an increase for Social Security, because the program right now is not keeping up with inflation. I want to know what you guys think about all this, so let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.